Hello, hello. Hope everyone is doing well. Heads up, checkmate. I'm considering that as opposed to that. With the idea that with the old way, I have to angle in, which could overdo it like that, or underdo it like that. So that's the thought. And there is that if I'm not, I get a weak regrab. Correct. It's a question of how much do I trust my regrab. See if there's any other methodology that would be. Less consistent because I could release at different times. Okay. Maybe I do it on 4. Because that like I'm not sure if I like it. It's like if I get it closer, like if I do the back to back. So like if I do my regrab here, min bounce regrab, release, bounce again, immediately regrab. Right. Then I have to do a boom boom on the thumb on the jump. Whereas if I do on 3, if I do it on this one, min bounce, immediate regrab, I get to release. Let me take an extra bounce without any extra inputs. Like let me do a bounce without any extra inputs. So I can kind of like, my thumb is fully at the ready. It doesn't have to do 2 motions. It's just one final motion. Interesting. Maybe I'll give it a whirl. Let's see how it feels. See, I feel like that's happening more often. Now, Mighty Mouse's way was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me try the Mighty Mouse. Okay, so with the Mighty Mouse, I can do it with a min bounce. Min reel, I mean. What's up, Ryan? right side marker crosses past the tip of the ceiling triangle. That center between the first two. And then min real bounce. You know, that's not bad. I think I like that the best so far. How am I feeling tonight? To be determined. It's always rough on a work night because I feel like I don't have as much time to get settled in and take the bad deaths, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I need to start playing perfect like right away. That's kind of good. I think this is the play. Maybe I have to throw in a small regrab at the end. That's awkward, though. That might guarantee that. It's like a press and release. Yeah, I don't like any of them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with what I had. Did not. Because the min bounces, I'm worried. I'm gonna not. Okay, it's like the min bounces I could regrab early or late, and then not get the kind of bounce that I want, or not get the kind of regrab that I want. There's not like the super greatest. Like that, I feel like that's the closest to being clean. But see, like the fact that I can have that happen, and it's been more than just like once this entire practice session. Like if I'm failing at this much in and by this much, it's, you know, it's relative. It's not that much, but it's. I mean, this is just. Let's have to ride with this. Okay, that's fine. I gave it a whirl. How's it going, Hygiene? Good luck. Okay. At least it was investigated. But it's not getting implemented. Okay. So what? Okay, let's just do the different song. Let's do this. Okay. Start from the beginning. So there. Excuse you? It's fine. I'll just stick it around there. What's up, Walker? Thank you for the good luck. Let's see. We did the thing, and let me go back to the VM one more time. So there. Dante, thank you for the 70 months. Appreciate it, man. Bubbles. What did I do here? Where are you, Bubbles? So this change was there and there. Nice. 6M. Okay. Rope burn, Kaizo pipe. Surprised I didn't die on this. Was definitely expecting it. Run. Yeah, see. That's what it looks like. So just if you're curious what the delta is here, look at where the platform stops moving. That wasn't necessarily. I feel like I could still get like another quarter of a tile. If I get like really a good one. Like that. Actually, I think it can be a little bit better, but not by much. So that compared to what I used to do. See that? It's like definitely slower the old way. Like not even close. The new way. See that? Okay. Tempo. Okay, so I switched. Soon, money, soon. Nice. Okay, one more. That's good. Clean. Okay. Tempo. We got the open. I didn't do a great job. So you gotta hold up and do the swap like that. Release and repress Y. Don't fat thumb it. So that's what that should look like. Sequence. Okay. Bonsai. I think this one went well too. More. Balked, but it was still fine because now I'm actually like early more often than not. Brother Bastion. Oh yeah. Where are you? Triple triangle squeeze. So you go like this. Come in here. Come on. That. With a release and regrab. After the left, right wiggle. Top of Mario, tip of the rightward facing. Top of Mario, tip of the rightward facing. Do left, right. When the block swings back to the right, release and regrab. Okay. Stasis. Shell jump. We were so lucky to get this not once but twice in a row in runs. Like that. It was. Got the visual cue for when to hold down. Very nice. Okay, I want to do the maze. Kind of want to do the other up toss as well. A state of disbelief indeed. Okay, let's just do a gate of fire and we'll get going. An unabridged practice for sure, but let's do it. Yeah, this guy kicked. I mean, it was crazy because normally I get wrecked in the practice and then I get wrecked in the practice and then I get that 1 or 2 shot. But man, I was the reverse. I got the 1 shot in practice and then I got absolutely demolished. Should have been the easiest Bowser fight of my fucking career. Unbelievable. What does bonus mean? Streaming outside of the weekend. Oh, I feel like that should have been another. No PB, by the way. No, I didn't stream yesterday, but no PB on Monday. Took the super early hit and run. Would you consider dying on purpose? No. I took the early hit and twice on the god tier run. I didn't restart it. It's quite a bit of time loss to try to re-enter the fight. Let's do it. Took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but whew. Hopefully we can get a hot one started like right away. Really? God fucking damn it. This is annoying. I hate when that happens. I went to the overworld. So I have to get my save state back, like my file selects back, I have to reopen up the save states, go to Tower of Fate, soft reset, and then we're good, I think. That guarantees it to be back there now. Okay. Well, let's do it. Go with the laser. What's up, band? Yoshi? Nah. You're getting denied for now. Later, I'll play some Yoshi. Normally, I'd be okay, sure, but I literally just picked Laser. And I never pick the character, so. Yeah, pour one out for the Yosh. Fine, Sonic. No, you gotta give me a run on Laser, then I'll switch it up for you. First one out of Dreadnought. I like his sunglasses. He's got some hot shades. We're been having a good week so far. We apparently had a meeting today with like I wasn't invited, but we had representatives to talk to our like IT guys who kind of set up some of our processes. And so we were told before the meeting to like put together some questions and some cons of like what we currently do. So I put my stuff in there, and then I look after the meeting because we'd done it on we was on a Confluence page, which is just like a shared page, and all three of the things that I wrote were deferred. I put like the most thought and even put in some suggestions of like how to do the fixes. It was all three that I did were deferred. Feels bad. Pretty much. We have too many people trying to merge into the main line, and it causes a lot of different issues. So one of the things I said was like, because we have so many people working on this at the same time now, we should have a like merge manager. And I intended that as like an actual person, but it maybe could also be automated. So that we have okay, like you're going in right now, then you're next. Because like right now it's the Wild West. Wild West in the sense that like once you get your stuff peer reviewed, if you have the approvers on the peer review, you're good to go. But then everyone else behind you has to rebase. So it's like, imagine if there's like 15 people and all of them have a story out for review. And let's just say, in the snap of a finger, all 15 get approved. All the pull requests are ready to go at the same time. And even though it sounds like kind of outlandish, it's not really that outlandish. So they're all ready to go. One of those 15 people is going to be the lucky one who goes in first. And they're good to go. But the other 14 are going to race to rebase so that they can get their approvals back. So 14 people are going to rebase, which is wasted time. And then one of them is lucky, And then 13 people are going to try to rebase. It's just like you spend so much time on that churn. It's pretty bad. Whereas if we had something like, okay, well, you're going in right now, and everyone's on hold, but once this person's in, then you're up next, so no one else has to rebase, just that one person, etc., etc. Okay. Yep, that's great. I can't believe that's how. That's pathetic. Thank you, Stank. I'm doing all right. How about you? Trying to sneak in a little run action here in the middle of the week. I'm so motivated. I feel like I'm so close. I can taste it. I want it. I'm ready to put the bow on this hack. Smaller modules. Yeah, so the funny thing is we used to have sub modules. So everything, like what you're saying, they were smaller pieces. And that we wouldn't all be working on the same sub module at the same time. Like, I mean, there were people working on the same sub module at the same time, but it wasn't everybody. But now we have one module. So like they made that switch intentionally because sub modules had their own issues. So now it's like the grass is always greener, you know what I'm saying? In all honesty, I do like the single module better. As long as we have a good set of resolutions for our current problems. Which I think is possible. I think there are ways to do it. They just gotta figure out some of the details to it. At least right a little bit there, I think. A little bit more than I should say. Yeah, what's up, Dodger? I don't think I said hi to you. Hope you're well. Ooh, not nice. How did maybe I was slow in the overworld. So I lost 0.23 or 4.24. Which it's not crazy or anything like that. But with how I did the Koopas, when I look at the Koopas, if I do it like in a certain way, if I like the angles that I took and the quickness at which I got the bounce and stuff like that, like there's certain criteria that I'm looking at. If I get that, I feel like I'm usually like only off by 0.1 or whatever. Usually that like 0.25 is a noticeable slowdown. Like it's something I noticed, like, oh, okay, I did that wrong. Not the quality of like a bonk or anything like that. Not that substantial of a delta, but it's like a bonk. I think is like 0.4 or something. Oh my god! Oh, twice? I kicked it twice. Wow. Never went the other way. We're rebels over here, man. We're rebels. I think for us the problem was that I guess it depends. Like what should the setup be when doing sub modules? Because for us, our stuff was related. Right, so we have a bunch of sub-modules, but like the stuff that I work on, you need to constantly keep in sync 3 different modules or sub-modules, right? So when we had to make our branches, we had to make one for each of those 3, and they had to be in sync, built together. So I don't know, maybe that's not the correct way to have submodules set up in the first place. Obviously, this was set up long before I was there, right? I've only been here for a year now. I'm doing okay. We're doing a lot better when we get a hot run going for you. Building on its own and running on its own. So in our case, where they're like dependent upon each other, is that a good decision to keep them submodules, or is that a bad decision to keep them submodules? I could see what you say as, like, I could interpret it both ways, essentially. Because you say each should be its own thing. That sounds like they shouldn't be dependent upon each other, and that's the right way to do a submodule. Or you could be saying that, like, yes, the three products that we have, they should each be their own submodule. They should be their own thing. But it's okay that they're still... Yeah, see, we have they're dependent, man. They're they're crazy. Yeah, I think our system was just not like set up the best to begin with, which put us behind the 8 ball. And again, this is like long before I was there, so it could be it'd be an undertaking, to say the least, to fix it. So given the cards that were dealt, kind of just gotta do what we can. Deserve the time lost there. Dante, you like how I kept my word? I said that the first one that got out of Dreadnought, and then I immediately die in Testudo normal. I still switched. Makes you feel bad. You feel good? The Yoshi's on the street. Oh god, I'm dead. No, not. I thought I was like super late moving to the right. I was not as late as I thought I was. Can take years, yeah. One day at a time though, right? That can be the rough part, though, sometimes in software. It's like, take the iterative approach, but it usually means longer. So, like, if I have something that they're like, oh, just get it in now and fix it later, it's like, okay, well then, once I put it in, later on, I'm gonna have to like rethink about what the structure I wanted was, and then how to tweak what I currently have, and make it fit with other things, right? Like, it feels bad to put in the half solution. And then try to, like, fix it around the edges, because then you're not really gonna... you don't really get exactly what you want. What off-season moves do you like to see the Lakers make? Oof. That's a good question. I feel like I want to see actual good three-point shooters, because I feel like AD and LeBron can drive, and well, LeBron can drive and AD can just be a presence near the net. I don't really trust him as much farther away, but sometimes he's okay. Reeves sometimes has some good moves. D'Lo sometimes can, like, Reeves can drive sometimes. Some interesting plays there. And then D'Lo can sometimes shoot threes. I feel like sometimes their consistency with their plays is a little bit sussy. So I would like to see some more three shooters, and I want to see way better defenders. Like, AD is definitely good. I thought he did really good on defense this past year. But I go back to watching the Timberwolves guard Jokic. It was just like night and day versus, because they were just like, I felt like they were swarming him so well, and it just did not feel the same when watching the Lakers. No, I would not. I feel like Klay is way past his prime. I would not trust. He was very streaky this last year, if I'm not mistaken. I know like Trae Young is supposed to be a free agent, right? So you could consider that, but I feel like that would fill up the Austin Reeves kind of role. I think you wouldn't need, like, you could then trade Reeves for that. That might not be a bad play, but I don't think that provides the defensive aspect as well. So I think we would need to make like that move and something else. I don't know what kind of good defensive players are available. Yeah, I think I would trust Trae more than I would Klay. Is he not? I thought he was. I thought that was like the rumblings. Maybe not. Or maybe is it like maybe like next year or something? Like, is this maybe it's like he's on his last year of the contract? Is that a potential? That would probably make more sense, because that would be the reason why they would have interest in trading him while they still quote-unquote own him, right? Like, try to get something out of him before he walks. Okay, well, no block skip, because I bonked. So yeah, I think I'm buying what you're saying. Bronny. From what I heard, he actually did better in the combine than what people were expecting, based on what they saw. What is it, USC? I'm surprised he's even able to play with, because he had like a heart attack, didn't he? Heart attack at like 20 or something, 19. I don't know how old he is. He ain't that old. feel like if I was a GM, I feel like that would be too risky. Like, unless he was a crazy talent, right? If he was a crazy talent, then maybe you roll the dice with that. But it doesn't seem like he is. I'm not necessarily saying he's, like, terrible, but it doesn't seem like he's worth investing in like that. Thank you, Sinbad. That was a little too early, so that's fair. I like my new setup. I really do. Even though I took one death, it was quick. But in the long run, as I get more reps on it, I don't know why I'm struggling so much at this lately. I really should relook at this. Evening, Alpha. Cheers. 3 deaths, man. And they're all quick deaths, but 3 is a decent amount that it's going to add up. Technically, only at 1 medium-sized death. 1 medium. Yeah, medium. 18. Oh my god. I forgot to go up on... Thanks. Not in it on that. That was disgusting by me. To come home one final time. It would be interesting. Definitely would be a narrative. I would definitely root for him, 100%. He would have Donovan Mitchell there. And there's got some good supporting pieces too, right? Like I don't watch, I didn't watch the Cavaliers this season at all, but I know they had like 47 wins or something like that, 48 wins in that ballpark. And they have Darius Garland and another, or it was like Jared Allen or something. They've got like 2 other guys that are solid pieces, right? Plus Donovan Mitchell as their main piece. I feel like putting LeBron on that would probably not be bad for him. Cavs were the last team to beat the Celtics in the playoffs? Like in a playoff series, you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah. The Cavs did take a game off of them, but they didn't have Donovan for the final 2 games. Like it was, they were down 2-1. He got injured, right? And then after that, they didn't win another game. And then Indiana also lost Halliburton. I don't remember which game it was for the Pacers, but I feel like it was also... Was it also like game 2 for them? Like the end of game 2? I feel like he missed like 2 games. But it seemed like they've had a pretty easy road to the finals. Oh, it's Jarrett. Oh, okay. That's why I always heard it as like Jared, but now I can understand why I would mishear it. I didn't know they had that many injuries. Damn. Oh yeah, no, the five. I'm honestly expecting the Celtics to get cooked, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Right. I bonked. Because they were kind of struggling against the Pacers who didn't have Halliburton. So they also, without having, I mean, well, is it fair to say that then? Because if I'm going to say they struggled against them, that means they were challenged. So they did have stressful games that could put them in the right mindset. I was originally going to say that they might come in slightly off guard. With so many days off. And not having played like the best competition, but the fact that they did have to kind of scrap for a lot of their games kind of nullifies that point, because even though it's not necessarily like the same level of competition, I think it puts you in the right mindset at least. Yeah, I heard that he was preparing for game 1. Like, we'll see what that actually means. I don't know if that he'll actually get into the game. He's just like seeing how his body feels and it'll be game time decision. Or if there'll be like a minutes restriction, right? Like any of those are possible, I guess, right? I feel like usually when you have, like, you're coming back from an injury, you're not gonna expect to be playing at 100%, right? Was it because, like, wasn't he averaging 20 points a game or something? This one, like, he had a. Doing pretty solid. Have to be limited for minutes. Yeah, so if he's limited for minutes, like, he might make a big difference, but also he might not. Because, like, what... It's a little bit different, but I remember when AD was fighting through his, like, what was it, a shoulder injury or something in the Nuggets game? Dude, he was so bad. he like couldn't lift his arm. He couldn't be aggressive on offense or defense. He was like trying to play defense with one hand, which I think did better than I was expecting with that, but it's still not ideal. And always made me wonder, like, would it have just been better if we just took him out of that game? lost the quick throw block hallway as a result of all that shenanigans. What are the easiest and hardest levels? So the easiest would be a tie. Both secret groves are free, and so is Derelict. All three of those are 0 enemies. Honorable mention to Toxic Tunnel Secret 2, which unlocks Brother Bastion. While it is an easy exit, there are 2 different ways to die, so it's not like 100% free, but it is very free. If we're talking, if we count that as being a platforming level, so let's say the 3 easiest with no any like this, those don't count as enemies. They're literally not in your way. There's no chance of them to get you unless you actively pursue them. So of things that are actually in your way, Toxic Tunnel has some platforming and thus would probably be the easiest level that contains platforming. If you consider this not enough platforming and you want a level that's a little bit longer, like an actual like full exit. I mean, this is like technically a full exit, but you know, like you only play a quarter of a room. Like you play half of the first half and that's it. You don't play the second half of the first half, and you don't play the second half at all. So if you had to do a full exit, Man, what would be a good answer for this? I don't think it could be anything in snow. It's definitely not the start of... Oh my god. I definitely... Oh my god. What am I doing? Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing in this right now. None of that was correct. And we somehow didn't die. Now, the Leaf one, with the strats that I go for, there are a lot of ways to die. It's very satisfying and smooth looking when you get it all correct, which I think I do a decent job nowadays on it, but it's still kind of tricky. Maybe I would go with Step Sprint. From a first playthrough perspective, I think the second half is a little bit tricky for Step Sprint, like to try to like think through what you actually have to do. But from a speedrun perspective, once you know the layout and everything, execution-wise, I think it's pretty easy / consistent. So I would go with that. Step Sprint, that's the Yoshi auto-scroller. Never reset. Nah, I've died at the end of Blades multiple times. There's a few different ways, actually, to die in Blades. I almost died. That was not great. Hardest? With the strats that I go for, Idle's definitely up there. I might be dead. That was too slow. Nope. Okay. Idle would be up there. Gate of Fire, the platforming portion of Gate of Fire is not super crazy hard. It's got a little bit of trickiness, but I feel like I trust my visual cues quite a bit. So I do trust that I'm going to get it. But you factoring in the position it is in the run, it's extremely deep. So if you make it there, you're very nervous, right? Because you have like a legitimate chance to PB at that point. And then the other aspect is obviously Wet Bowser. He is a house. So Idle Hands, Gate of Fire. When other levels drive me up the wall. I feel like there's a number of levels that are kind of like at a similar difficulty level. They don't like super stand out above the rest, but they're also like not free either. Okay, well, nope. No cycle save. In fact, we, in addition, lost, I think, 2 cycles. Yeah, we lost. Compared to my new optimal, we lost 2 cycles. But it started with the Rip Van Fish Dolphin. So when I was on that one, I spawned it too far left to begin with. And on top of that, I think I ran to the right slightly too early in general, even if I put it in the right position. And then the extra one that spawned, I still didn't run off it at the right time. So I didn't, like, get the clean corner cut onto the ground. I overshot the ground. And at that point, that means if you're overshooting, like if you're going above the ground before you get on top of it, like before you start running on it, that means you wasted horizontal by staying on the dolphin too long. Like you didn't start pressing right early enough, and then you won't be able to make the dolphin cycle save. Having some minor mistakes here and there, but they're all very minor. Yep. Nice bonk. Nice fucking bonk, you idiot. I've been doing that a lot lately. Like, right before I get the full landing on it, I start moving it. And on too far to the right. I would say we would have been on decent pace. We were on... No, yeah, we're on... Oh, okay. I must have missed a split. Okay. Yeah, we were on decent pace. Well, we were on very good pace before Stronghold. Then we were on decent pace entering the second half, and then we're on below average pace. So, very bad Stronghold. I don't like either death I took. Both are kind of unacceptable. But try to play through the pain. Wow, I almost shorted that. I'm surprised I didn't, to be honest. Okay. My standards in this game have gone way up. Because I feel like I should be deathless all the way to this point, like every time. Nice. Very nice. Overshot is fine. Very clean, surprisingly. Didn't get good shell toss speed, question mark? Sometimes that happens, but I don't fully understand why. Because I don't feel like I have a visual view for when to toss it, so I don't feel like I'd be different enough per run attempt that it would be that big of a difference of where the shell actually lines up with me. It feels like it's actually going slower on this attempt than it does normally, so I think it's a shell speed issue. But like, I'm running to the right, I don't know how it wouldn't be just going fast every single time. So, I don't know. Yeah, good camera. When the camera goes up like, or does not go up like that. When the camera does not go up, I don't trust that it's going to give me my 2 fireballs to the left. Like, if I try to be too aggressive, go with the spin block skip, and I end up going high, and then the fireballs don't spawn in, it's just usually not a good play, unfortunately. Nice. Felt really good. I've been really enjoying the new setup. It's still not like 100% consistent, but it feels way better. Take this moment to say shout outs to you guys. I really do appreciate you guys coming in on like a random weekday like this. I know I normally have been doing just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and having you guys come out on a just like a random day and show the support, it does mean a lot to me. I do appreciate it. I love that you guys are enjoying the grind so much. This is gonna be good. Not as good as I thought it was gonna be, but it still worked. The start of it was exactly what I wanted, and then there was like both walls did not go as well as I was hoping for, which made it end up making it very close. But it was the really good start that enabled it. Really? I didn't have it. I don't know why. Unbelievable. I didn't trust I went to the right far enough. I lost a cycle there too. Oh my god, so bad. Oh my word, I was out of control. What's up, Mighty Mouse? And Arlo and Zepho. Good luck. Mighty Mouse, I did try out your method, and I tried out 2 other methods in Slipknot. And all 3 of them, I felt I just could not get exactly what I wanted in terms of like full consistency, like 0 misses. There always felt like there was a way that it could go wrong, no matter what I tried. I might need to look at this and add a visual cue for when to release or something. I've been doing that a decent bit lately. Essentially, I fixed my positioning consistency problem, and no longer am I, or it's not as common for me to like land too early on this Koopa, but now I'm landing like overshooting it occasionally. So I've like replaced one problem for another. I still think my current way is now better than my old way, but I'm not 100% sold yet. It needs another tweak, I think. Yeah, it was good though to try, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone has a methodology, it's like, it's just a good idea to at least give it a whirl, because you never know. It could have been perfect, right? Or, like, you know, it could have been perfect in my eyes. It just so happened that, like, let me think. For yours, I think it was... Oh, one of the issues with ending on a mid, like, coming off of a min bounce, is it does add a risk that you might not have jump held early or late enough, if that makes sense. Like, the difference between being too early and being too late if you're coming off of a min bounce fast fall is a much smaller window than if you were coming off of a, you know, a big jump, obviously. Frisky, thank you for the resub there. You're gonna give us the 101 right here. I got faith that resub right here. Yep. Oh, I thought for sure that was it, to be honest. I was you saw me committing. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh my god. That's on me. I thought I could reach that though. And I'm really gonna get punished hard, aren't I? Wow, that's crazy. I almost whiffed that. Thank you for the 4 months. And thank you for the luck. I threw away probably, what was that, 14 seconds or something? 13 seconds. Now, the 101 was the... I gunned it for the 101, but I dodged it because it wasn't an orb. So it wasn't a 101 that we had possibility here. I think it came out a few rotations later. Not like a ton, though. I want to say it would have been like a 104, maybe, or something. We'd have to go back and look at it. And I ended up with a 117. So whatever it was, it probably was like 13-ish seconds, is my guess, of time loss. Self-induced. I can only be mad at myself for that. Just gonna die. No, I'm trying to fix that. You get it? You always gotta pay attention. Oops, wrong jump type. Should have been a spin. Could have gotten a 73 if I had done a spin instead of a regular. I had that overshot with the regular. Slowed me down just enough to miss the 73. Oh, we're making some dumb mistakes this run. I swear, sometimes it is, like, delayed. But I feel like it's pretty rare at the same time. I feel like most times when you're getting there, it's jumping. So you can kind of hold jump as you see it do it. Whereas other times, like, I felt like this was, like, a little bit late. So I had to overhold to kind of mid-jump prepare for when it was going to jump, if that makes sense. Really? Okay. Gonna go for the easy way now. Honestly, we don't have accidental up inputs there very often. Like, surprisingly. You would think that that's a very common spot. But, like, I should say, it's an understandable spot to have an up input like that. And you should be surprised it doesn't happen more. So I changed my way I did that, by the way, Mighty Mouse. Slightly faster. But it does add risk. There are definitely ways I can die doing that, but I can enter the pipe faster. Gross. On a lot of extra hops by the truck. Oh my god, not at all what I wanted. I like to go for the midair spring with a... Oh my god, that's the old school. Focus. So yeah, I go for the midair spring with a left toss. I run off the platform, left toss, grab the rope, double tap, hold jump, and then release run so I don't grab the spring midair. But what I bounced off the chuck, right? That's what happened. Gross. Oh, and I also threw one cycle ending of this half back in. I came up with a... That's the death I needed. That's the fucking death I needed here. Are you serious? It's literally free. Like, come on. That's a free fucking jump. This is a very casual attempt, but it's better than it. Look at this. This is going to get it. Actually, that was a lot closer than I was expecting. I thought I was going to crush that, and I just barely made it, but... kind of surprised I didn't get credit for that. On a Wednesday, yeah. We got credit for one hit there. So I lost a full Resner rotation as a result. That means I threw them up too close together. Yeah, I'm hungry for that PB. You know how it goes sometimes. I thought I had it. I should practice that strat some more. But I feel like I haven't really gotten it much lately. And I'm getting fooled into thinking I have it. As I say as I literally get the strat. And to be fair, that one, the Fugu was a little bit closer to me. Damn. Okay. Oh, okay. Lost my P speed. That is very uncommon. I have no idea the last time that's ever happened, actually. Like, losing P speed post jump. Not before jumping towards the halfway, but after, when you already have established P speed. Fuck. Oh, it's just a little too slow. Oh, my God. And now he's going to be random because he's in the fucking middle. Oh, you know, we'll take that. That was essentially full RNG when, if he's in the middle like that, if I didn't bully him in a corner, I have no idea how he's going to behave. So that could have been, obviously, infinitely worse. Close. Not go with this time. had the chance for the full good. No shots. Nah, no Duel Links lately. Well, I haven't been in the mood. I tried getting into the Rush Duel. Wasn't for me. And the modern day cards, like, the more modern it gets, like, the less I like it. Infernobles got released. I remember Noble Knights were so annoying. Back when they were good in Duel Links. I have no idea how Infernobles play, if they're similar at all or what. I assume they've got to be like somewhat related, right? They share half a name, or 3/4 of the name. The nice thing about that last run is it, like I said earlier, it did feel just kind of casual, and it was still decent. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like we were playing superb, but the consistency is strong enough that it kind of carried us through. Were agents ever good in Duel Links with Master Hyperion? I wonder if that was like before my time. Had a chance for PvE, exactly. Like, think about it. We self-inflicted 13 seconds in 6M. We died twice for both kind of egregious deaths in Stronghold. We misjudged the Fugu strat, which is a huge death. There's a bunch of things. Despite that, we were still actually like in a position to do things, which gives me hope that the God run will happen again. Right? Because imagine everything else the same, but what those 4 things go different. Be like a 1.5 minutes faster of a pace, which is kind of nutty. I think that would actually have put us on the insane pace, yeah. And that's off of a run that didn't feel that crazy. So I know it's a lot to ask to say 4 things go different, but it's definitely in the realm of possibility, right? It's not. It will happen again. 100%. Green again win right here. This run. Give me 27 minutes. I'll show you some green. I've been playing some Magic Dante, and there are still some annoyances in Magic as well, don't get me wrong. For instance, for any of the Magic players out there, heist, dumb as shit. Get that fucking mechanic out of here. Don't fucking heist my deck. Absolutely disgusting. But I do appreciate more and more the kind of back and forth. I feel like the Magic with the mana system does definitely have a lot of pros to it. And I feel like their card design is also... It's not like... I feel like nowadays Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a lot of like... Destroy this. Negate that. Oh, you got you should. Yeah, that's not taking that. And I mean, Magic does have some destroy stuff as well, and some exile, which is like banish. But again, it costs like mana to do that. So it does feel like there's a little bit more of a fair back and forth, which I've been enjoying. What does Heist do? They steal from your deck. For Arena, I think it's like randomly looks at 3 cards from your deck, 3 non-lands, and they get to pick one or something. And from my understanding, it takes it from your deck. It's not like they get a copy of it. I think they take it out, so if they can, when they get those 3 choices, they can take like the best one, deprive you of it, and have it for themselves. And they get to cast it with any color as well. So like if I'm playing a green deck, but they're heisting with black-red, it doesn't hinder them from casting the heisted card. They can cast it with black-red if they want. I think the bigger problem with the reason the heist is annoying is because the cards that they do it with are pretty cheap, like mana cost. Like there's one that does it for 1 black. I think there's a creature that's 2 cost that does it. So they get a body on board and they get to take a card from you. And I think there is an enchantment that gives them, it's a 4 cost. It's kind of expensive, but they get 2 off of you. So like in the first like 3 or 4 turns, they're taking quite a bit. Seems like it'd be more fair if it was like a late game mechanic when you already have a board established and can have ways to deal with stuff. But it definitely feels like, well, I can't do anything about this when it's at the very beginning of the game. There's also another deck that I've been running into that's been kind of annoying. I've only ran into it twice, or maybe 3 times. And I was very curious as to what was going on when you get your initial 7-card hand and they ask you, do you want a mulligan? So for those who don't know, the mulligan is you have your 7 cards and you decide, do I want to keep them or not? And if you don't, because you don't like what you have, you can put them back in the deck and shuffle, then draw 7 new ones. And if you like those, you can keep them, but you have to put 1 of the 7 back on the bottom of the deck, I think. And you can mulligan again, draw to 7, but then you have to put 2 on the bottom. Mulligan again, you could do it again, but you'd have to put 3 on the bottom, etc., etc. And so this person mulliganed, I think they mulliganed 4 times. So I think they started with a 3-card hand. Is it either 3 or 4 times? I don't remember which. It was way more than you would normally expect. Like, most of the time, people don't mulligan in game, but you might see it happen like a single mulligan occasionally. You'll never see someone mulligan 2+ times. They'd have to be like super desperate. Like maybe in like a tournament scenario or something that it would make more sense, but in just a one-off casual match, it doesn't really make sense. You'd like rather just concede the match and move on to the next, so you can get like an actual playable hand. But this guy kept it. He did the mulligan several times and kept it, and then just played a bunch of lands, you know, one every turn. And then I don't know exactly what the card text was, but when he finally, I think it was like on his 4th turn, he was able to play a card. Is this the one where he played a card and all of our hands got eliminated? Like exiled? I think it was exiled. It was either exiled or the sent to the graveyard. I don't remember which. And then it was like draw 7 cards from the opponent's deck or something. It was something very weird and gimmicky. But the whole purpose of that deck is that they don't care if they mulligan a billion times. They have like all lands, and then this spell. And then they, with the 7 cards they get from you, they have an actual hand of like monsters or whatever, and they have all the mana in the world to cast it. And then you, on the other hand, have 7 lands with no creatures. So now, I think the way it works though is that it's just the first 7 that are from their deck that you draw, and everything else after that is from your deck again. So I think after that, every turn you'll be getting from your deck, but that puts you way behind, obviously. Because, like, imagine you were playing, like, a green deck or something, and you don't... your monsters are kind of bigger, so you don't have any presence before they play that card. And now you have to wait another X amount of turns before you actually draw back into a creature again. I almost overshot him. Oh. Okay. Just remember, by the way, there is no real run attempt until past idle hands. I legitimately go for a strat that I think is RNG in idle hands. Actually, I think I go for 2 strats that are RNG in idle hands, to be honest. Good luck, have fun, and go fast. Appreciate it, man. How's your night going? We already had one that we took to idle hands, so it's not bad. We're getting off of the beach again right now, hopefully. Even Zami was obsessed. Is Carl confirmed the best sprite? I mean, look at this. Look at that eye. Do you see that eye popping out? It's good. His suit right here. He's got the sunglasses. He's a very solid sprite, no doubt. What's up, Barnes? Welcome to Post Beach. It's not bad, not bad. We got one decent run already. It's a short week, obviously. We had the Memorial Day on Monday, so I only have 2 days left this week. Ain't too bad. The only problem is the current task I'm working on at work. I have like one piece left to do that I don't really want to do tomorrow, but like all I got left. And then after that, I have to do a task that I really don't want to do. So the end of this task and the start of the next one are going to be kind of ass, I think. But we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Oh, I'm a software engineer. I toil away on the keyboard all day. Next level dedicated to sus. Let's get a hot one. A hot blast. Oh my god, this box, that's so hard. Almost about a half an in-game timer behind. It's fine. I'm dead. Yeah, that was terrible. That push hard right. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this lately. I definitely need a new setup there. It's decided that it's just not consistent enough what I do. Pretty big time I just took. Yeah, that's actually bigger than I thought, damn. Get the dumpster fire emotes out. That's what that was. It was 2 deaths, right? But they're like one's a pretty big death and then one's a fairly small death, but it's still is not what we like to see. Well, it was too late for the hot blast because I already fucked it up pretty hard. So it's a dumpster fire instead. The Blastoise fire department is gonna set out the blaze. Nice. Cycle saved. Good. I literally just gave up the cycle. By missing the pipe, I might as well have sacrificed like the majority of my cycle save. Time save. That's what happens when you slide over the top right throw block. Or for me, that's never what I want to do. Well, hear me out. What if it was what I want to do? I should investigate that. Maybe. Instead of trying to fight it, maybe I should just embrace it. Okay, what was I was gonna look at... Okay. Start of the second half of Blast Brigade. I need to write that down. Someone DM me, please. Start of the second half of Blast Brigade. And then end of the first half of... Porpoise. Did I not get an instant pipe on either of the entrances here? Wow, I was so fucking late somehow. I'm almost surprised I even made it in the pipe. Like, I still had some amount of time, but I didn't have as much as I normally am, like, early to the pipe, right? Like, I beat out the dolphin pretty easily. Did he spawn early? No, I think I was just slow tossing the throw blocks left, right, left. I think is what happened. I took my time. What's up, Gascom? Missed the bonus stream? You haven't missed. We still got a little bit of time in us. It's not over yet. Pull up a chair. Also, congrats on the baby news. You'll love to see it. Were you freaking out? Oh yeah, you said you've been trying for 6 years. Crazy, man. It's gotta be a huge... There is no... Dude, this fucking game, dude. How? How to get through a stressful day? I don't know if I have any great advice for you. I'm sorry, zombie. I wish I could help. I would consider myself lucky in the sense that I rarely feel stressed out. I let a lot of things just kind of slide off my back without too much worry. But it's not easy to, like, it's not something like advice I can be like, oh, just don't worry, right? Like, that's not real advice. Like I said, so I'm just fortunate. I feel like I took my half step too. I'm very surprised. That would have to indicate that I was like early on my initial jump. You're allowed to shorten it to Stu underscore. That's fine with me. Or Stuina if it's a girl. That's fine. Gotta keep the mind busy. It's not a bad idea. I mean, maybe that's what ends up helping me out without me realizing it, right? I mean, I'm always speedrunning, right? I got my hobby. Gotta take your mind off it by doing something, I guess. know this isn't much, but, and again, take it with a grain of salt, because I don't know anything, but I would imagine that recognition is a helpful first step, right? And what I mean by that is if you think that you're worrying about the dumb stuff, quote unquote, then at least that gives you an opportunity to think about it in a way where you could stop being anxious about it, right? I don't know if that makes sense. If you can recognize it's silly, I feel like you'd have an easier time stopping yourself than if you didn't think it was silly stuff. Or if you didn't even, like, not that you would think it's, like, big stuff, but the fact that you couldn't categorize it, I guess. But the fact that you can categorize it seems like a helpful thing. Sure, what's the question? Have you ever had a worst enemy that talks crap about you? I think I could appreciate that position. It's something that's easier said than done, but it's one of those things where you just have to, like, let it go. Like, again, it could be in varying degrees of difficulty of doing so. Right, like, if, let's say, this person is talking crap about you directly to your boss, right? It's negatively impacting your future prospects, something like that. I feel like that's a little bit more difficult than, say, someone you see at the gym and talk shit about you or something. That, like in the latter case, it's someone who doesn't actually impact your life at all. Right, so you can make decisions that can avoid the nuisance, right? Instance, like, go to the gym at a different time, go to a different gym, do a different activity for your exercise altogether that's involved the gym. Right? And this is just a made-up example, right? This is not saying this is what your situation is, but just giving some, like, more concrete ideas. Just zooming into Y press, yeah. Best served cold. I leave my revenge in the microwave. I'll get to it later. Or I guess maybe I should set the fridge. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Fuck it. So for me, well, everyone's different, but I don't seek revenge. Personally, I don't find it like satisfying. I feel like that's like such negative energy. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just focus on what matters to me rather than trying to like take someone down. Don't I want a bop nug and a riff? In due time, my friend, in due time. What I've learned is that you can't make everyone happy, even if you try your best. For whatever reason, they don't like you. Now, okay, with that being said, that brings up an interesting question. Do you know why they're, quote-unquote, talking crap about you, right? Like, is it something that you have actually done, or is it? And you don't need to answer this in chat, by the way. This is more being rhetorical, asking the important questions that you need to think about. Well, need is a strong word, but some things that you could be thinking about is like, what have you done? And in order to find that out, if you don't know, a good idea could be to talk to them. Try to be adults about it. But you know, you'd be going into the lion's den potentially, which is never easy. And if you choose that route, again, my advice, again, it could be easier said than done, would be try to go at it with a level head and not like be emotional about it. Because as soon as like tempers start flaring up, then that kind of like a conversation would crash and burn. Right? Even if they like start taking jabs at you, if you can restrain yourself and keep the conversation on topic and try to be genuine about it, I feel like that could create a good atmosphere for an honest discussion. I wasn't dealing with their frustrations, yeah. And, I mean, it could come down to maybe you do need a mediator, right? I mean, it all depends on the exact situation, right? Hard to know without getting all the details, which I don't want. And another... Hold on. For that. Pretty far to the right. I'll take it. So you said you've already confronted them before. Now, if you're honest with yourself, was the confrontation? Did you come at it with a level head. Because when you say confronted, that to me that conveys like anger or like at least like a slightly raised emotional state. I killed 1 but not 2. You've got to be shitting me, man. That's fucking dog shit. That's so fucking dumb. I don't think I've had that death before, like in that way. Okay, so sure. Okay, which is, again, it's understandable if someone's if you know people are butting heads, it's very easy to get into that kind of a state. So I totally get it, but at the same time, it does mean that you didn't technically take. I mean, you didn't have my advice in the first place for that at that time, but like if you want to have a real conversation about it, you have to go. My opinion, you have to go in it with a level head. You start, you know, slinging insults or accusations or stuff like that, you're gonna immediately turn people off. It's too hard to tell, zombie. Right, like I wasn't there to interpret things or even to know how you asked things in the first place, right? Like if you are being aggressive, then they could easily just be defensive in response, right? Or they, you know, and again, we don't know the dynamics of like what they think of you, what you think of them. And I don't want to know, but I'm just saying like I feel like all these things like play a role in deciphering the situation. Oh, free patch. Nice. GG. Told someone that today in regards to work. I didn't have a solution to something. Wait, what do you mean, Money? I was just saying there's too many dynamics at play. Right? Like, I don't know why they're saying I don't know. Because I don't know what the situation was. I don't know how exactly, like, what you were saying. Because if you were aggressive, like, they could be defensive about it and not want to open up, right? If they feel they're getting attacked, and it could also have solidified in their mind whatever negative feelings they have towards you, right? If someone thinks badly of you and you come in there attacking them, I feel like that probably just furthers their resentment towards you, would be my guess, in most situations. I did the wrong jump, but no punish, luckily. Okay. How have the runs been? We had one decent one. We're just kind of getting back in there now. Hopefully get a second one right here. Definitely pretty good pace right now. Now that you mention it, Kat, I gotta go to the bathroom. That is the second time very recently that I've done that. Surprisingly. Okay, let's do that. I didn't realize I didn't hit that the first time. Could have been a disaster. Ran out of Boston, tremendous fashion. Guy came back, stomps on the leprechaun. Now he may face Boston in the finals. Hope he takes it down, man. I'm rooting for him. I'm really more for Luka, but I don't mind if Kyrie gets it. He feels more like he's more mature in Dallas than he has when he was with the Nets. I don't remember what he was like on the Celtics, though. Oh my god. Okay, well, that was slow and bad. An extremely rare mistake to make. The walking stick and incense. So you're saying the guy's got class. Not that smell, okay. Who doesn't like a good walking stick? No, I'm not taking that. I'll be gonna go back. I'll be right back. Whew. Okay. Take that shit out of their Garbo game, indeed. Indeedy that. The Nets' no home games for him was a fiasco. No home games for him. Was that during the bubble or something? Like what? All I remember is that the big three played like 15 games together or something. Something absolutely ludicrous. Oh, because it was yeah, it was because he didn't go for the vaccine, so he wasn't allowed to play. I do remember that now. It's already been 4 years since COVID. That's kind of scary. In terms of like how fast time flies. Yeah, I think the 20th sounds right. I think someone said that the other day. Let's go Negreanu. Let's go Helmuth. I was reading an article 2 days ago, I think. Mentioning that I want to say it was like Negreanu has a chance to get into the all-time leaderboard for WSOP earnings, and like I think Phil Hellmuth has a chance for like second. So it was something pretty monumental, and I think Negreanu has a chance for 250 total caches. Pretty big milestones. I actually recovered better than I would have expected given the situation, but it's still a little awkward. Didn't he enter as like a lion tamer recently? Where the lions were actually just women or something. This guy, I feel like he's always making a spectacle. feel like we're doing a pretty good job of getting out of cave, though. Which is nice. It's honestly a surprise we don't have more failures in snow. Like the last 2 times we have. But in general... Because like Snow Crash, the very end of both halves has ways to kill me. And then the very end of the second half of Slipknot. It's just absolutely debilitating. It doesn't happen as often as I would have expected. About the burger. Sounds good. Making it yourself or going out to eat? I can always get behind the burger play. Ooh, in the air fryer, interesting. Does it turn out pretty good like that? Pretty happy we got the grill up and running again. We were grillless for a while. Love a good char. Good start. Keep it going. Okay. I couldn't get a good blast for sus. I'll give the hottest blast for cat instead right here. Saved it. Nice frame perfect save, by the way. Pissed me off today. The second half. Actually reset that up. Yeah. This has been what Blast Brigade has been today. It's been very shitty. fucking seconds. Oh, I'm so busy. It's a bridge. It is indeed. I gotta give the people what they want, my friend. You know how it is. Thanks. Unfortunate. Can we just not have a bad... But I think we actually had one decent one today. I'm not sure if we've had a fully clean one, though. Sucks. Hey, I'll be rooting for Helmuth. I'm a, like, I prefer tournaments over cash by the largest of margins. And while I don't think Phil's great at cash games from what I've seen, whenever you see a cash game on TV, I feel like he's always like a big loser. Not a loser in like a sore sport. I mean like financially, I feel like he just does not do well in cash games. I don't think his strategies play well to that. It's like, I don't know if you can argue against his tournament resume. So as someone who enjoys tournaments, I respect. He's such a, I mean, he's definitely a drama queen. There's no doubt about that. Yo, what's about? No, you haven't missed any god runs today, but you did a pretty good job of getting out of World 1 at least. Not gonna lie. Oh, speaking of, like, I told you guys, I read an article. Part of the article was talking about the money list and said that Antonio Esfandiari is currently the leader, but is like Negrani's about to bop them. And a big portion of Esfandiari's wins came from the big 1-for-1 drop. But what made me sad is that, because I thought Esfandiari had such a good personality for TV poker. Really fun watching him. But it mentioned in the article like he hasn't really been playing. Okay, wait, was it that he hasn't been playing much, or that he hasn't been cashing much, or both? I think it's that he hasn't really been playing too many tournaments. Which is kind of a bummer, but. You're welcome, zombie. Hopefully I was able to help in some fashion. almost late. Oh. See what I say, Alex? We've been getting out of World 1. I know we're technically not out of World 1 yet, but we passed the hardest part of World 1, which is Dreadnought. I'll never forget the one time where I somehow had the perfect angle on the double stack spin block where it meets the corner, and I like slid through the corner and died. It's only happened to me one time ever, but I still think about it. I'm not sure if the game is afraid. I'll give it something to be afraid of. This is the calm before the storm, my friend. The calm before the storm. The duck slide saved the fucking day. I can't believe that. I must not have despawned, respawned, or whatever. I must have fucked it up. The new setup has been very strong, but I clearly messed it up. He just fucking spins forever. Oh, I wouldn't put it past this game for there to be a glitch where he just infinitely spins. That seems like such a Grand Prix World 33 thing to happen. The clam before the stew. When I originally read that, I did read it as calm, but I was thinking the calm before the stew rage. Stewing with rage. Secured an 820. It's pretty solid. Yeah, well, I've got the pinata back here. One day, I'm just going to go Hulk smash on the pinata, fist right through the belly. And if I'm lucky, candy will pop out. Careful with the window. Is it in front of the window or is it in front of the wall? Double check in a moment. I don't know how far off it is. Unbelievable. It's more likely I would hit... Yeah, I would definitely hit the wall before I would hit the window, I think. Well, that was a disappointing death there. That's too big. I looked at the time. The split at that point, I think, was at 40 seconds. Now, obviously, some of that is from the overworld, from the secret exit. So it wasn't a 40-second time loss, but I bet you that was like a 33-second time loss, 35-second time loss. I'm not fucking taking that. Absolutely disgusting. I've got a nice, sturdy wooden desk. It can be pretty cathartic to pound the fist or the palm onto the desktop. Although I do, when I'm incredulous about taking a death, I do just like to like toss the controller, not throw it. Like I have thrown it, but just like fucking feel like what the fuck. Exactly, money, exactly. The what the fuck toss, exactly. How have my controllers if I snapped? Snap like I go like in half? None. But I've definitely thrown controllers. I mean, and how many of them broke as a result in terms of like speedrun throwing? I feel like it had to be at least one, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta imagine it's at least one though. It wouldn't be too many in total though. But as a kid, I went through a number of controllers. I definitely have been able to be more mature about it as I've grown older. NFL Blitz, yeah, for me it was I think it was Triple Play 99, and it was some NFL game as well. Good game. Blitz was a good game. I didn't own, because like Blitz was on 64, right? Because I didn't own a 64, but a friend of mine did. So when we had a crew that we had a 4-man crew. We all hung out together. There was definitely some blitzes to be had. right mind to reset right now, you fucking Koopa. Growing up without all the games with 4. That was thinking the same thing, Dante. Like, imagine modern day not being able to do co-ops. Seems so bad. So many good memories of chilling with the friends and playing, like I said, the Blitz or Halo or Call of Duty. Because I think Call of Duty had a 2-person campaign, if I'm thinking correctly. If not, I definitely played multiplayer with this guy, like hang out with him a lot. What's funny is I feel like vanilla SMW, it does have a 2-player mode, but it's like so weak. But I remember actually enjoying it as a kid. But like looking back at it, I feel like it's such a bad 2-player game. However, you know what was an interesting take? DKC 2-player game. When you specifically when you did the God, stop. When you played the co-op, I'm gonna die. Nope. It's stuck under there. God damn it. When you play the co-op mode, where when someone takes damage, the other person takes over. Like someone's Diddy, someone's Donkey. That's the way to do it. Oh yeah, the off-color Kongs. They looked pretty nice in DKC3 like that. And I think in DKC2. Did I miss one? Are you fucking serious? What a dumb start to this. To race in Kaizo? I mean, I know Fab plays Kaizo. I don't know if he speedruns Kaizo, though. Unless you're saying race in, like, a Kaizo hack that neither of us have played, so like a blind race. I'm sure that there was someone who ran, or like a group of people who run co-op, like DKC stuff. I would be very surprised if there's not. category is like just like right there for the taking. You don't rate me as a strong blind player? That's totally fair. I don't rate myself as the best blind player either. Now, it depends what you mean by strong. Like, I would say I'm solid. Like, I would trust myself to be able to play hacks blind and not get, like, absolutely demolished. But if, in the sense of you put someone up against me who's, like, that's what they do. They just do a bunch of, like, blind playthroughs. I feel like they would definitely have the edge. They have more experience with the, like, reading a situation and knowing how they want to react in a generic sense. Like, I'm more specialized of, like, let me get into the lab, figure this out, and I can do a very, like, I can find a very consistent setup to do something crazy. I think that's my strength. Oh. Yeah, I think that's fair then, Dot. Yeah, I would not put myself as the best. I wouldn't even put myself probably in, like, the top 5. I don't know who the theoretical ranking, order would be, but I imagine there's at least 5 people who would probably be better at me in a blind scenario. Yeah, like Grim, Tofu. Mighty Mouse would probably do a better job than me as well. He's played a shit ton. Gatoon, probably. Trying to think who else has played a lot of variety of hacks and a lot of, like, difficult hacks. It's like, I think those are the people that'd be just, mopping the floor with me. Barb, that would be interesting. I don't watch enough Barb to know how strong of a Kaizo player he is. I mean, obviously he made this. He's made a bunch of hard stuff. He plays Kaizo a bunch. I'm sure he's very strong. I just don't personally know. Yeah, Grim is definitely up there. I think Tofu's... Oh, Third Wall would be very strong too, I think. Yeah. That's another really good candidate. Third Wall, I think, has, like, a very specific... he's got, like, an affinity for, like, the weird, crazy ones. You know what I'm saying? I remember him really liking what was it? I think it was Odd Sands, right? And he likes what is it called? I think Takumi 5, something like that. Tsukami 5. So, like, Odd Sands very puzzly, and the other one is, like, glitch oriented. I cannot believe I just did that. We are back to the beach, probably. I'm gonna go for the fast ending. If I even have the good grace to get there. I think that was late on the toss. Bad. It's okay. It was better probably for to reset that anyways. It's so big, man. It's such a big death. It's a hard strat though. Not the one that we reset. Not the death that we reset on. The reason we did that hard strat at the end was because of the first death, which was the corner clip, which is a strat that is a little bit tricky, but we have a very high rate on it, success rate. Ever played Morsel? I ran the shit out of Storks, which I absolutely loved. I'm not taking that. We don't want to see that gold and then get cursed. Elephants is coming soon after we try to get Rift 2 back. So that's another morsel. And then I think, wasn't Gaijin Mario? Wasn't that also a morsel? So I speedrun Gaijin. But Gaijin like feels way different than Storks. Whereas I think Elephants is going to feel very similar to Storks, design-wise. I actually bonked that wall twice today, surprisingly. It's a weird mistake for me to make. Probably didn't lose more. I'll take it. Toes in the sand, drinking the hand. So true. Nope, I'm not taking that. I could have taken it, but that's like a 7-second death. And that's the only time we've died there today, so I'm going to trust that we can just not have that happen. Oh, also, I just realized, Dante, what you said. So, I was trying to, for the longest time, been thinking, like, while progressing, what you meant by if you don't see it, you just won't ever see it. It's like, what does it? I'm like trying to think what that would even mean, and then it finally clicked. You're saying that if I don't understand how the obstacle is meant to be done, I'll never see it. I'll fucking, especially if I find something crazy that somehow, some way kind of works, I will forever do it in that weird, dumb way. I will never re-examine. Or like, it will take me a very long time before I re-examine. It's almost one of those things where the like the speedrunning precision actually almost hinders me there in that kind of a scenario, because I'm so trained on like these very tight setups, these optimized setups that require a lot of precision and going fast. So when you get to a spot in a blind playthrough, it's like that speedrunner instinct comes in, and I'm just like naturally trying to go as fast as possible, which may not be what the developer intended. And so it's like I can almost, it's like it looks like I can sneak in a cycle, and maybe I even can, but it's definitely not the intended way, and it makes it like infinitely harder, but it's like just possible enough. Tunnel vision is my natural vision, yes. That is very good. The curse of the swag, exactly. Weren't I in a... Wasn't I in a real... Not that I can think of? For blinds, the only thing I think I've done for like blind stuff, it would be like ROM hack races. Way back when. My issue with ROM hack races was, well, actually, there's a few issues I had, I guess. So I felt like a decent number of the levels felt like they still needed a little bit more work. They weren't as polished as I would have liked. And so it feels like we're kind of being used as a little bit of guinea pigs, which is not necessarily like a terrible thing, but wasn't like necessarily my expectation going in. And part of the reason I wanted to start doing the ROM hack races was because I like speedrunning, right? And I like that competition, and that's like one of the few ways that we have, like as an outlet in terms of Kaizo stuff to partake in competitions. But it didn't have like the same feel as a normal speedrun kind of a competition. It's like no, I mean everyone's on even footing, right? No one knows what they're doing. But I think what makes like a speedrun race is I don't know. It's like I want to be able to do the good things, and preferably also be in a voice call with the competitors. I mean, it depends on the situation. Like if it's a tournament, then no, there wouldn't be a voice call. But like I remember the best part about the DKC1 days was the D-Gen races, and we'd all be in voice call together, shooting the shit while we were racing, and like then everyone's like, "Oh shit, he got the fucking frame, he got the fucking SJR," like that kind of shit. And then you'd hear the back and forth, because like everyone knows the strats, everyone knows the points that are like your chance to catch up, or the potential for the opponent to like make a mistake, right? So everyone's like kind of waiting for that time, and then that excitement when it pops up in the back and forth. I mean, like there is back and forth in a blind playthrough as well a lot of the time. I'm not saying there isn't, but to me it felt different. It wasn't like exactly what I was looking for, so I ended up not continuing. I think they were more than just D-Gen Sundays. I feel like they were D-Gen all the time. It's like be like 1 a.m. and there'd be a message in the Discord be like, "Hey, race." It's like, okay, let's go. Also, I think DKC1 was actually like a really good setup for it. One, the people that were kind of jonesing for races were oftentimes night owls, like myself. So we all were kind of on that same schedule. The run that we preferred all stages was short-ish, 30-ish minutes. So you could kind of get one in and then call it quits after that, or you could do like a few if you had like an hour or two to kind of spare. And then the third component that was also nice was that the strats did lend themselves toward the big comeback mechanic, right? Even if you have like a few deaths, if you get the frame and they don't get the frame, boom, you're like right back in there. And there were enough frames to like have a lot of back and forth. Oh, and I guess the other thing is that it was the people we were racing against, I think we all had pretty solid consistency. So it did kind of feel like anyone's race, like every time. Ever crushed Super Pang? Have I played Panga World? I'm not sure if I have, to be honest. What's up, Chase? We don't have much time left tonight. This is actually, I'm gonna call this final run tonight. It's 11:30. If this goes deep, great, and it'll be, 12:30ish. I think that's. I definitely wouldn't be able to do another one after that. But the problem is that if this dies, it might take, even if it died like right away in Toxic Tunnel, it might take 5-10 plus minutes to get another one out of World 1. I mean, so then at that point, from that point, you still have another hour. It'd be too risky. So yeah, I think we gotta just roll with it. I think this is what it is tonight. Let's see what happens. I will, as a result, though, I will accept one bad death and keep going. Lately we've been in, like, die at the corner clip in the second half, for instance, and we just immediately, well, then we didn't immediately reset, but like that would be grounds for reset normally. But in this scenario, if that happens, we will try one more time. Oh, come on! Are you shitting me? God, I wish the fucking lag wasn't here, dude. That's a fucking garbage tier death. That counts as the one big one, by the way. Fucking brutal. Not gonna risk the fast ending here. Like, normally if I would take a big death in this second half, I would try to compensate by going for the fast strat at the end with the no block skip. But that's with the intention that, like, if I die, I'll reset and try again. Right? Like, I'll keep the stream alive. But since we know that the stream will end when if I would have like another big death, like, nah, I'll have to just take it easy. Yo, what's up, Nug? Thank you, man. We're on the last run of the night. It took a bad death, so it's very likely the stream will end very soon. But we'll see. We'll see if we can utilize your luck real quick. Reworked the entire first half, like setup-wise, visual cue-wise. I'm very pleased with that. But second half has been trash today. But for Papa Nug, the world is his oyster, and so this attempt is going to be good. He doesn't want to see me quit stream yet. Okay. We have been close. We had one decent run today. We had 2 die in Snow World, which that's not far enough for me to call like a decent run. But we had 2 die in Snow World. We had several die in Cave Right, which like way too many, unfortunately. And then we had one that was kind of just like a casual run that kind of just kept pace decent for a while. Before eventually dying in idle hands. So, and that is far enough to call like a deep run, I would say. Us Papas gotta stick together. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Papa Chivo? Thank you for the good luck. And hey, I'm an honorary Papa. I had the Papa Johns today. No, thank you for the gift sub to Papa Chief. Okay, did I show you my cycle save here, Nug? Watch the cycle save. Got it. Look at that. Beautiful. I need the emojis. My soul craves them. You know, after all this time, I still don't really know how the hype trains work. Like, how do you know that it's about to happen? Is there like an indicator somewhere? Or do you know if it's if like 2 gift subs come out? I don't fucking know. Oh, you know, okay, so it's 3, and Nug did 1, and you know you are the 3rd. Like, if someone else does it, you would be the 3rd. Play on hard mode, Nug. 1,000 gift subs or there's no hype train. Actually, I didn't ever change my settings for a while, and then I think someone mentioned that I had it on like a hard mode, but it was like just like whatever the default was what I had. Seems like vaguely familiar now that we're kind of talking about it. Or do you mean Miami, Nug? We're going to Miami in July. Yeah, it should be a good time. I think they're gonna have some good food down there. Oh my god, I still made it. Oh, my left writing was pretty atrocious there. Oh my god. Get me out. Get me out, coach. Still nervous. I'll never forget when it like pushed me through the wall as I was doing left and right bumper action. So I'm just always on pins and needles there. So okay, we had one huge death that was really dumb in Toxic Tunnel, but then we had like a perfect rest of the way. Let's go. Now for it all to end in the next 2 levels, because there's 3 things that are gonna eat my ass. Preferably not, though. Oh, okay. So we got the double snowdrop, which is actually optimal, but I didn't handle the ending movement correct to make use of the optimalness, so it wasn't. Ugh. That shell jump always. There's a lot of moaning that happens at that shell jump. I'm not gonna lie. It's a standard affair. Okay, focus. Nope. Did not like where I jumped from. No fast pipe. I tried to do the gamer lean for money, but I failed. Okay, I think we're 2 for 2 on this today. 3 for 3. Love to see it. Okay, now I showed you the new... Oh, I must have also shown you the other one then, too, haven't I? The Anastasis Spike Squeeze. Oh. Dude, that is the 2nd time today I've done that. What am I doing? That is not a mistake that I make until today. The God tier run that I had on Monday, I did it not once but twice in actual runs, including the God tier one. Oh no! Oh my god! But then I died to Wet Bowser. I just couldn't beat him. That's gonna be annoying. Okay, we're fine. No punish. That is the 2nd time today I've done that! I was I fucking hate this game, dude. I'm about to ready to rage quit for the night. Yeah, we're done. I can't recover mentally from that, sorry. Well, it was good while it lasted. Well, I cannot believe that 2 times today we did that after being so good for so long. Now I'm gonna have to practice it again. I have a setup, and it didn't work. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's see who's doing stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Let's go over here. And... let's go. I'm thinking we're going to go over here. Let's go here. He might be ending though, but fuck it. King J Rule, go.
Getting out of the pit. I'm about to get out of the pit right here. And
he's playing Brave New World, which is one of those like glitch hacks, but they kind of instruct you how to do it. And I think he's on the final. I think this is the final. I could be wrong. But go give him some love. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.